What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another War Within video. Hope you're all doing very, very well. We're going to talk about Ele Shaman rotations for the Storm build. We did the Farseer build in the last video. This is the Stormbringer build. Couple of notes right off the bat. This is a simpler rotation period. And this is probably the most popular build and will be the most popular build going into the War Within. I think it does a little bit more damage than the Farseer build that I was showing in the last video. Again, I need to do a more of a side-by-side comparison. I've just been really busy, but we'll get to that. Point is, it's simpler, easier to execute, and I think it does a ton of damage. So that's all you really need to worry about. This is basically what the talent tree is going to look like. Some really notable things here. You're not taking any of the Ice Fury stuff. You're not even taking Eye of the Storm to get the 5 extra Maelstrom down on your spenders. You don't really need it. It's not a big deal. You're going to have, of course, Earth Shock instead of Elemental Blast. Part of the reason for this is that you can get lots of Earth Shock casts off, and they buffed the damage of Earth Shock compared to Ele Blast. They're actually very close in damage now. So it gives you more flexibility in your mobility. You can move around while casting it, right? Because it's instant. It does almost the same damage as Ele Blast, and it's going to get you to your Tempest very quickly. That's what you want. You want to get to your Tempest, right? The amount of Maelstrom that this costs versus Ele Blast, it's literally cost 30 more Maelstrom to cast Ele Blast. So you're going to get more Tempests off because you're going to be able to cast Earth Shock more often, okay? Then we're going to have Surge of Power. And I got a hair in my eyeball. My hair's crazy right now. I don't know what's going on. And Surge of Power, primarily you're looking at the Chain Lightning buff and the Lightning Bolt buff. The Chain Lightning buff makes it hit an additional target, so it hits 6 targets instead of 5, which is really good. And then Lightning Bolt has 2 additional elemental overloads. This is mostly for single target, right? So you're going to use Earth Shock into Lightning Bolt always, and I'm going to show you my cheat sheet thing here in a second. The big reason why this is important is because you get an extra overload talent here with Supercharge. So your Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning overloads have a chance to overload again. So if you're going to get 2 overloads from your Lightning Bolt because of Surge of Power, those have a high chance of overloading again. And again, every single time we cast a Lightning Bolt or an overloaded Lightning Bolt or a Chain Lightning, then or an overloaded Chain Lightning, then we have a chance of proccing Awakening Storms, which gets us another Tempest. It's all about getting back to Tempest. So that's why these talents are chosen. That's why they're so important. Let me just find my pictures that I just drew a second ago. Let's talk about the rotation. So this is a little cheat sheet I just drew up. It's incredibly good artwork. If you guys want to compliment me on the artwork, you can. I more than welcome it. It's a, I'm just kidding. It's really it's a paint job. It's fine. This is what we have to work with. So I don't know what I even clicked right there. Here's the point. This is your, let's go to the AoE cheat sheet. So let's start with AoE. Before the pull even starts, you always want to cast Stormkeeper and Storm Ele, okay? Then your Storm Elemental is probably going to cast his little ability all by himself, but in the past he hasn't done it. I think now he does. So I don't actually think you have to manually cast this ability, but I would keep your eyeball on it because sometimes he doesn't cast it on his own because he's an idiot, and sometimes he does. Before pull, you cast these 2. On pull, you're going Primordial Wave into Liquid Magma Totem to get those Flame Shocks going. If it's a really big pull, you can do double Liquid Magma Totem by Totemic Recall, right? And then you're going to have a Lava Burst, right? I would wait for a Surge, Lava Surge proc before you actually use the Lava Burst to get your haste buff rolling. But remember, we're doing this because of Splintered Elements, right? You're going to get your haste buff rolling so that you can get everything going faster. And then your regular rotation is very simple. It's Chain Lightning into Earthquake, into Tempest, into Earthquake, into Chain Lightning, Earthquake, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Earthquake. You want to cast a lot of Chain Lightnings in this build. And the biggest thing is because you're going to be cooling down all of your abilities because of Flash of Lightning. So like your Stormkeeper and your Storm Ele and your Primordial Wave will all get cooled down because of Flash of Lightning. But your Chain Lightning just does a lot of damage in this build. So that's primarily what you're looking at. Before the pull, you got 2 abilities you're going to press. On pull, you're going to get your Flame Shocks rolling, get your haste buff going, and then your regular rotation is Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Earthquake, okay? That's what you're doing. And if you get a Tempest proc, of course, you're going to do that as well, okay? We'll look at the single target one in a minute. Let's just dive in and show you what this looks like, okay? Let's show you what it looks like. Make sure you have your buffs rolling. have your Sky Fury up and your Lightning Shield up. We do not have improved Flame Tongue in this build. Lightning Conduit is there. Here's how this goes, okay? Stormkeeper, Storm Ele, and then we're going to get our Flame Shocks going. Remember, that's the setup phase. We're setting everything up, and then we're going to get into our regular rotation, okay? Let me get the current build here. Here we go. Stormkeeper, Storm Ele, Primordial Wave, Liquid Magma Totem. You can see my stuff right there. Chain Lightning, and we're going to keep Chain Lightning. Here we go. Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning. Then we're going to go Earthquake, and then we have a Tempest proc. So we're going to go Tempest here. There we go. And then Earthquake, Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning. Our Flame Shocks are falling off. I forgot to recall my Magma Totem, but we'll get in a second. Okay, we're going to go Chain Lightning, Earthquake, Primordial Wave. Let's set up our Flame Shocks again. Set everything up. Set it up. Tempest, let's wait for a Lava Surge proc. We're going to wait for a Lava Surge proc. There, we got one. Now we're going to send it. Boom. We have our haste window right now. Chain Lightning, Earthquake. Okay, and then we got our Stormkeeper into a Tempest. Boom. Big Chain Lightnings. Lots of damage there. Okay, our Storm Elemental's back. Let's summon him again. See if he casts his ability. He didn't this time, so we're going to cast it for him. You're going to have to keep an eyeball on that. Primordial Wave, Liquid Magma Totem, Tempest. We're going to wait for a Lava Surge proc. There we go. We got one. Boom. There goes our haste window. Now we go Chain Lightning, Earthquake. You don't want to cap Maelstrom. I was capping Maelstrom there. Don't do that. Your Chain Lightnings will be really fast because your Storm Elemental is going to be up. And because of the other talent that gives you a haste buff now as well. Stormkeeper's back. Let's go Primordial Wave, Liquid Magma Totem. And then we'll do our Stormkeeper, Chain Lightning, Earthquake. Tempest, we got a Tempest proc. Chain Lightning. There's our Lava Surge proc. Let's send it so we get our haste window, and then we're back into our regular rotation, okay? And then you're gonna get your Earthquakes going again. So you can see we're maintaining 2 million DPS, 2 million damage per second on 4 targets. This is just gonna get better the more targets you have. It'll just get way better. But I want you to understand there's sort of a setup phase at the beginning where you get your pre-cast abilities ready to go. Stormkeeper, Storm Ele, okay? And then you've got your Flame Shock abilities, which is Primordial Wave, Liquid Magma Totem. Get those going, get the Flame Shocks going, but wait for a Lava Surge proc, and then just get into your rotation. This is your setup phase, and then this is your damage phase, okay? 1, 2, just every single pack, that's what you're going to be doing. You're not going to always have these cooldowns ready to go at the beginning of a pack, but that's the idea, right? Stormkeeper, Storm Ele, Liquid Magma Totem, Primordial Wave first, sorry. And then go. Chain Lightning. That is the name of the game, okay? You are going to be pressing this button a lot. That's why this build is simpler than the Farseer build. The Farseer build has a little bit more nuance to it, where it's like you're setting up your 2 ancestors, and then you're doing a bunch of damage. It has a little bit more setup, basically. This build has less setup required. You're just getting your Flame Shocks online, and then you're just blasting with Chain Lightning and Earthquake. And you can see the damage here is pretty huge. Lightning Rod doing a lot of damage as well. Our Storm Ele doing a lot of damage. Tempest itself still needs to do more damage. I don't know why Tempest isn't doing that much, but it is what it is. It did about 5% of our damage there. So that's it. That's kind of what your AoE rotation is going to look like, and it's going to end up being a lot of damage. Some little nuanced things here. You can double up on Liquid Magma Totem with Totemic Recall, like I said before. That's something that you can do to, if you have a really big pack, like 10 mobs or more, you can do that, get double damage and get more Flame Shocks. You're going to get a bigger Splintered Elements buff. That's kind of how that works, okay? Let's look at single target. If you are in a Mythic Plus dungeon, you are not going to change this talent, even though you're fighting a single target boss, okay? Because you can't change talents in the middle of a dungeon, okay? If you're in a raid environment where you know you're only really going to be doing single target damage, then I would switch to Storm Swell. This is going to give you a ton of Maelstrom, and it's a really important talent for pure single target fights. Again, in Mythic Plus, you're not going to get the benefit of this because you're going to have Arc Discharge, but in a raid environment, you will. The rest of the talents can just stay the same. This is actually fine. And we will go to the dummy here. Let me get my little cheat sheet here for you guys. So here's a single target one. It's very similar, okay? Very, very similar. Before the pull, Stormkeeper, Storm Ele, okay? Watch his little ability. See if he's pressed it or not. If he hasn't pressed it, you can make a macro for it. But on pull, Primordial Wave, Liquid Magma Totem, and we're going to send the Lava Burst right away. Okay, we're going to send the Lava Burst right away. Why? Why is there a difference? Because Master of the Elements is now something that we are going to take advantage of full time. On an AoE rotation, you don't need to worry about weaving in Lava Bursts for your AoE damage. Your AoE damage is good without it. Okay, on single target, you must use Lava Burst, and you have to use it wisely. Okay, here's a little thing here. Rotation. Always Earth Shock into Lightning Bolt. Always Lava Burst into Earth Shock. Okay, so there's kind of a circle going on here. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. If you can, right? Like, if you have the Maelstrom generated. If you don't have enough Maelstrom to cast an Earth Shock, then you're going Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt. Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt. Oh, we got enough. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Always Lightning Bolt after Earth Shock because of Surge of Power. You're going to get 2 additional overloads on your Lightning Bolt, okay? That's the main extra bit to remember when you're talking about single target damage, okay? Same setup. Stormkeeper, Storm Ele, Primordial Wave, Liquid Magma Totem, and then we go. Okay? Stormkeeper, Storm Ele. Let's do Liquid Magma Totem, Primordial Wave, Lava Burst, and then Lightning Bolt. My Ele didn't do his thing. Lightning Bolt again. Oh, I should have Lava Burst. Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt. Okay, we're going to hold this for a second. Here we go. Lava Burst, Earth Shock. We got a Tempest proc. We're going to go. There we go. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Tempest again. Very nice. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Lava Burst. We're going to go Primordial Wave again. Okay. Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Always Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Always. Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. We're going to Lightning Bolt a little bit more. Lightning Bolt. Okay. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Okay. Lava Burst. Our Stormkeeper's back. Okay. We're going to go Tempest. Lava Burst. Earth Shock, Tempest again. We're getting so many Tempest procs. It's kind of crazy. Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt, Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Okay, we get our totem back. We're doing about 700k here. Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Let's do Lightning Bolt for a little bit. Okay, now we go Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Okay, I want to keep saying it so you get it in your head. Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Always Lightning Bolt after your Earth Shock. Don't ever forget that, and you'll be good to go. Okay, Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. There we go. That's how it works. Okay, it's very simple, but if you forget how that works, if you forget that part of your rotation, you'll be in big trouble because you're going to be missing out on those overloads. You really want those overloads. Watch how many times this overloads here. Ding, 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 ding. Look how many times it hit right there. That was insane, right? How many overloads we just got? That was like 5 or something. So that's kind of how this build thrives. That's how it works. Okay. Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. There we go. Okay. That's how that goes. Hopefully you could have seen my rotation there with the TrueFi GCD over there. Lightning Bolt, Earth Shock, Lava Burst, of course, are doing most of our damage. There's our Awakening Storms. Isn't that insane? Look how many Awakening Storm procs that we got there. That's this right here. The extra damage that we get from Awakening Storms. Do you know why we got so many of these procs? It's because we were doing our rotation correctly. We were making sure that we did Earth Shock into Lightning Bolt. So it overloaded and it overloaded again. And then those overloads potentially triggered more overloads. And all of those Lightning Bolts overloading had a chance to trigger Awakening Storms. And guess what? It triggered Awakening Storms. Where's the damage here? It triggered Awakening Storms, and that did 6% of our damage on its own. Tempest did another 6%. 5, 6, 7. It's like 8.5 plus 6. So 14.5% of our damage. Almost 15% of our damage was just from Tempest and Awakening Storm. So that's the value of playing the rotation correctly. Making sure that you are always pressing Lightning Bolt after Earth Shock. And you're always trying to put Lava Burst in front of Earth Shock if you can. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. Lava Burst, Earth Shock, Lightning Bolt. That's how that works. Okay? So if you're wondering about those rotations, that's it. In AoE, remember, you have a setup phase. You have a setup phase and you have a rotation, right? before the pull, you're doing these abilities. On pull, you're getting your flame shocks going, and then your rotation is very simple. It's chain lightning, earthquake. On single target, get your stuff before pull, get your flame shock rolling and your lava burst going, and then get into your rotation. It's always lava burst, earth shock, lightning bolt, if you can do it that way. Okay, hopefully that helps you guys understand how these rotations work. You'll end up doing lots of damage this way. I think there's lots of flexibility in these talent trees. I really like Aftershock a lot, but I wanted to give you guys what the cookie cutter build is basically going to be for the Storm build and how you're going to end up playing it. And remember, this is without any buffs. I was only 605 item level base, 606 here, but I don't have any like enchants going on. I have one on my weapon, but I don't have anything on like my... I'm missing like obviously my enchant, like all my enchants basically, and then I'm missing any party buffs. I'm not using bloodlust. My stats are abysmal. Just remember all that stuff, okay? Keep that in mind. So, but this is kind of how it works. This is the build. I hope this helped you guys understand the rotations for the Storm build. It's less complicated than the Farseer build, not by that much. Neither one of them is that complicated, but it's certainly an easier build to execute, and there's a lot of lightning, there's a lot of storm stuff going on, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you so much again for watching. I will see you in the next one.